it's me Hatsy, and today I am back with another speed build video. So I was going to share a let's play part today, but unfortunately I have been a little bit delayed, and also I've been feeling slightly ill, so I wanted to share a shorter video today, so hope you understand. But yeah, so anyway, I haven't shared a video in like 3 days, and that has been the reason, just because I have been so unwell. I think I've had a temperature or something. But anyway, I wanted to share a really small build, which would be an outdoor build. I loved the idea of doing like a conservatory or a greenhouse. I don't really know what you would call it. It's like a little glass house with a garden. I suppose it's a greenhouse, but it was a lot of fun, and I think that it would look really good in a garden because it would just be an amazing place that the Sims could go. You could take some really good screenshots in here, but also if you wanted to follow it step by step, you could do that as well, because I actually sped it down so you would be able to follow it quite easily. If you wanted to create your own, it's not sped up as much as my other videos, and I think that's a good thing. But anyway, I thought that I would use the Sims 4 Get Together roof piece. So if you have that, you can create conservatories pretty much, because you can use the base game windows, that's what I ended up using, and you can use that roof piece for the top, and I feel like it looks really good. I actually saw a piece of custom content where someone's actually filled out the sides of it, so it's all glass, and it looks absolutely amazing. I just wish that the Sims 4 at some point would maybe put conservatories in to make them all look like that, because it would be amazing for everyone to enjoy and not just have it being a custom content piece. But anyway, this build is supposed to be a very floral piece for the back garden, so it's somewhere that you could potentially put a hot tub, you could put just a seating area, and you could also have it as a shop. If you actually wanted to do that, you could do that. And the idea was that you could have like a greenhouse shop or something like that if you wanted to create a starter shop, because I know that's quite requested on the channel alone. That would be a really good idea for this build, to have a little place where people can come in. And what I would recommend doing is just really overpricing the plants. That's what I always do when I open up a shop in The Sims. I do it on my own free time just because I love creating shops for The Sims 4, only tiny ones, and sometimes I just use them, but I've always found that if you just upscale things at a ridiculous amount, you get so much money for it. I actually had a toy shop a while ago, and I think that a teddy bear from this toy shop would have been about 1,000 simoleons, just because I just overpriced everything to the max. But yeah, so anyway, I use loads and loads of plants, and of course, it doesn't matter if you don't have every single plant, because a lot of the plants come from different stuff packs. I wish that we did just have like the romantic stuff pack being the only place that we got plants from, or something like that, because I do feel like the plants are scattered amongst restaurant, game pack, and I don't know, just the other stuff packs, the other variety that we get. So it would be nice just to have them all in one place, but you could choose what you have. So if you have a base game, you could put base game plants here or pots, and it could look really good as well. Something that I do like is the fact that I have found that with recent stuff packs comes a lot brighter things for The Sims. So loads and loads of bright items. I love those curtains. I absolutely love them, but they do look like peacock feathers, and that's one thing I do stay away from. And it's not that I'm superstitious, it's just that other people around me have been known to be superstitious. So my neighbour was telling me a while ago that she had peacock feathers in a house, and I think she ended up falling down the stairs or something. But, I mean, that could happen to absolutely anyone, so I wouldn't even worry. It was just something that I was just like, okay, well, maybe I'll just stay away from peacock feathers, just to sort of save myself the staircase falling, and yeah, do it that way. But anyway, I was adding some items to the outside. I added some just flowers and ivy, just because I love ivy, and I know that a lot of people did actually find my channel in the first place from the amount of landscaping that I used to add to my creations. I have cut down a little bit, but that is only to make the channel more diverse and make different creations, different landscape styles, etc., because I don't want to keep repeating myself on the channel. So I do think that this looks pretty good in the way that I don't think that I used many outdoor plants. In fact, no, I did. So save that thought, because actually loads by the end, but it's all surrounding it. So I think what I will do is I'll actually add this plot to the gallery as a build. So if you did actually want to download it, it will be a build, but you could easily change it into a room, and all you'd have to do is go onto a normal plot and then save it as a room, and then you could add it to a build, which isn't actually as complicated as it sounds, I don't think. It's probably like maybe 3 to 5 minutes depending on how fast your game runs. It honestly depends. But yeah, so I was adding some plants just from various places. Now, my favourite plant in the whole game is actually from the romantic stuff pack. I love it. It's so romantic though. The stuff that we get from there, it just is amazing for creating restaurants and stuff, and just creating really, really nice secret gardens. I love that. I also use loads and loads of items from The Sims 4 Get Together, so there are some woohoo bushes as well just outside the build, and I think that's really interesting. But anyway, we're on to the inside. Now, something that I really, really wish happened was that the conservatory roof could come down, or the greenhouse roof, so you can actually see what's inside, but we can't. For some reason, I don't know why this happens, but we can't. But I did add some like plant pots, and I added a little bench inside too. There's quite a lot of stuff here. There's quite a mix of outdoor things that the Sims can actually use. So you could actually just have this in the garden, and it would be really nice. I actually remember that a girl's house that I used to go to as a child, she had something similar in a garden, but it wasn't glass. It was like a wooden house, a wooden hut in the back garden. And she had it full of toys. It was absolutely filled with like dolls' houses and dolls, and it was incredible. And I remember going there, and we went there every single time I went round. And one time I saw the biggest spider in the corner, and I never ever went in there again. I have no idea why, but I think that maybe that was where my fear of spiders came from. I have no idea. Also, something that I do like about this build is the fact that you can have plants indoors, and I think that's really cool. My granddad actually used to have a plant place in his house. He used to have his own greenhouse in his garden. This was my other granddad. I usually talk about, because I have two granddads, I usually talk about my other granddad on the videos, but this is my second granddad. But yeah, he had one, and he did not let anybody go inside his greenhouse because he had these tomatoes growing, and I don't even know if he tried them himself just because he was so proud of growing them. I don't think he ever let anybody touch them. And I have quite a few cousins. I have about 7 cousins from the same uncle, and I remember that my cousin used to pick all the tomatoes, and my granddad used to go crazy, so it was pretty bad. Anyway, I was adding the lighting because I wanted to add some really fancy lighting so that it would stand out at night, because I love the night lights that we get with The Sims 4. And a perfect way that I actually lit this up was with the photographs, which I thought was so cute because I love the photographs so much. And I think it looks amazing. I bought something very similar from IKEA a while ago, which is like on a little washing line. You put the photos on, it looks really good. And I just thought with this, just gave it like that really family feel. So I loved it. And that was really just when I was finishing off putting some lights around. I was a little bit undecided whether to add these really big lights, but I actually changed my mind in the end. But that is the end of the build. So I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see your future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.